everyone, welcome to Meet the Characters with Hero Forge and Roll Together RPG. Today we're going to be making minis. We're going to be starting a new campaign. The campaign is called Halls of the Undermountain King. It will run from 17th of August until the 7th of September. My name's Liz and I will be DMing this campaign, and I am here today with G. G, say hey.
Hello.
Marvellous. Could you tell us a little bit about who we're going to make today, who you're playing, and what the difference is?
Yes, so I'm playing Lorcan, who, backstory-wise, was a halfling that had a wolf as his beast companion, and they got their bodies swapped. So Lorcan is now a wolf, and the wolf, Cato, that was his wolf, is now a halfling. A wolf in a halfling's body. And today we are making Cato because this is not the first campaign that I've played Lorcan and Cato in. So I've already made the Lorcan. God damn it! I've already made the Lorcan mini. So now today is the Cato mini.
Amazing. And I believe we've all seen the Lorcan mini in Escape from Carceri, which we both played in.
Indeed, yes.
Cool. So I'm super excited to see what Cato looks like, because we had a brief description in Carceri, but it's going to be super cool to make him.
Yeah.
So I think we should begin. So let's go and have a quick little look. We have the generic Hero Forge mini on our screens at the moment.
Yes.
G, we've done this quite a few times. We've made characters before, but as you'll know, there's quite a few choices that you can make in terms of body type. There is a halfling option, which I believe Cato is.
Yes, Cato is a halfling, so I think that's the best thing to go for.
Amazing. Thing I love about this halfling mini on Hero Forge are those mutton chops. Every time I see them, and they bring me so much joy. Cato doesn't need to keep those, but
I think Cato would have some mutton chops. Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. So, in terms of, I'm gonna just have a look at the body a bit, sort of in more detail. So we were at 3.2 just then. Do you want Cato to be any smaller than that?
No, that's about right, I think.
Okay. There's not much choice. You see, we can go to the lowest we can go is 3 foot, bang on. But I
would say he's maybe like 3.5, like 3.5.
Okay. There you go. Marvellous. And in terms of the noggin, are we sticking with the sort of standard size that we have here? Are we going any larger, any smaller?
No, I think standard is good.
Okay, awesome. And in terms of physicality, is Cato quite muscular? I was thinking
not really. Well, he's a ranger. So obviously, some rangers are muscular, but I think he's quite lithe, and like he has a climbing speed, and so he's quite wiry. This is pretty true to what I imagined, to be honest, I think.
Cool. Amazing. Just in terms of waist and belly, I'm not going to mess around with waist too much, because the silhouette does go a little bit weird when we get a bit corset shaped. But I can sort of decrease that slightly if you want. Same with belly, we can increase or decrease that as you see fit. But
I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah.
Amazing. We can adjust stuff like limb length as well somewhere, if I remember correctly. So if you wanted longer limbs, we could do that.
No, he's just very down the middle in terms of physicality, I think.
If you're happy, I'm happy. So we'll budge onto face, which is like the most important thing, I think. What I will do though, just so we know, I'm going to get rid of the hair so you can see what the face shape looks like. Okay. I will just for the minute get rid of the mutton chops, just again so we can see what's going on with the face. So we've got round features currently.
Yeah.
Have you any thoughts on any of the other ones?
I had not thought at all about facial features.
So there's quite a lot of choice.
Yeah.
We can go rabbit if you like, but it depends if you think Cato has quite a wide sort of face or if it's quite round. You know that we can adjust the softness as well, so that can change the overall type. I'll just cycle through these and do shout out if there's something that you like the look of. Smooth, bold features. I'll just go at slight angle for bold. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's quite angular. Currently, we can increase the softness if you like.
I'd say maybe like what's the range on that? 0 to 1. So like 0.3.
0.3. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, about
nice. There. Beautiful. All right. If you're happy with that face, we can always change it later, of course. Yeah. We'll just budge across to ears. We have the standard halfling ears on there at the moment. Again,
I think they're good. I mean, I know there are tons, and they're all fun to like see what weird ones.
Yeah, we've got the halfling ones there at the moment. I quite like how big they are. I quite enjoy that. Cool. All right. Hairstyle for Cato.
I think it's just a total shaggy mess.
Amazing. I can't imagine that's part of his waking up regime. I can't imagine Cato would have the gumption to go in front of a mirror and start to adjust. Okay, so are we thinking that's bedhead, which is quite ruffled but short? There's the mullet, favourite, love it. Scraggy mane. Wild hair.
I think it would be longer than that and kind of like down over his face a bit more, I think.
Okay, we will see what we've got. I'll just show you what long mane looks like, just so you can see that there.
Yeah.
In terms of over the face, let's see what options we have. Hero Forge are very kind in that they don't... Oh, there we go. That could be quite...
That's getting there, yeah.
Yeah. They like to show off the face, you see, so a lot of the ones tend to be scraped back. That's shaggy. Longer on the face. Dashing. Swooping bangs, G. Swooping bangs.
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
What's the one below that?
Ooh, let's have a look. Shaggy curls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit neater than I had in mind, but it's
okay.
It's kind of close.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I think all the others are either sort of swept back or like a bit too. I'm going to use the word mangy. So like that patchy hair was a bit too patchy. But tell you what we'll do. We'll keep those shaggy curls there for now.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the other options that we have. If we decide we take the shaggy curls, we can move. I think
that'll work well once he's got his some facial hair again.
Amazing. Okay, all right. Well, speaking of facial hair, let's move across to beard. We were on the mutton chops previously.
Yeah.
Any other ones sticking out to you at the moment? Chin goatee, shaggy beard.
See, I don't think he'd have a full beard because I think, like, he's a messy eater, No. So one of the things that Lorcan has to deal with is making sure around his mouth is not all far. What's the one to the left?
One to the left. It's all right. The chin strap.
Yeah, no, I think it would just be the chops.
Okay, cool. I can only imagine the shaving scars of a wriggly Cato and a bit crazy. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we've got some mutton chops going on. We've sorted out the hair. We've sorted out the ears. There are 6 eyebrows to choose from.
I mean, the hairy ones.
Nice.
Bushy eyebrows? Yeah.
Yeah, bushy. Nice. I think the bushy eyebrows are my favourite, and I think I've used them on every single character I've ever made on this. Eyes, we only have 3. The options are humanoid, alien, or robot.
Yeah.
It's up to you, G. I mean,
human eyes, I think.
Got you. What I'm going to do is just have a look at the pose of the face. And just so we can see if you want the option of teeth, I will just give our adorable Cato a fun little face. Let's move on to teeth, just so you can see what options you have.
Yeah.
You have the plain sort of striped teeth. You have people teeth, as I call them. Goblinoid fangs, sharp teeth, beast teeth, rodent teeth, or tusks. Any preference?
I mean, the people teeth are pretty good.
I love people teeth. Cool, okay. I'm going to keep that facial expression just for my own enjoyment. Is that okay? We'll change it in a bit, but for now, we'll keep that there.
Yeah, that works for me.
Does Cato have any horns or any kind of fun stuff going on up top?
He's not.
Okay, cool. There are so many options, it's unreal. One day we will make one character who has all of them, I'm sure. We've looked at body. We haven't touched on stuff like wings, tails, or shells, for example. Yeah. But I'm guessing.
As cool as that would be, no, he does not have those things.
Got it. And look how happy he is, Jay. He's so stoked right now. Cool. Let's move on over to clothing. What is the situation with Cato and what he wears?
So I think he's got studded leather armor.
Okay.
And he's just got sort of like a pretty plain, worn cloak, a bit ragged at the ends, where he might have chewed it a little bit, you know.
What I'll do, mention cloak, I'll just type that in and see if it's going to give us anything different, which I don't think it does. So, is it cloak as in like is it like a cape or is it like a jacket like this?
More like, I guess it's sort of more of a poncho.
Okay.
Poncho, like blanket with hood kind of thing, but like split down front.
I got you. Trying to see what options they're giving us. We, of course, have studded armor specifically, but I'm just seeing if we've got any further like covering kind of thing. Or would the hood be up?
It could be, yes.
I'm just wondering if it's a shame that we lose the hair, but we could sort of get the hood sorted out and then see what else we can do on top of that.
What are the other hood options?
You got your classic Robin Hood kind of style.
Okay.
Torn.
Right.
Droopy. Wide, that's more of like a mage kind of hood in my mind. Shadowy assassin type hood, a cowl. A plain hood.
I quite like the cowl.
Okay.
Looks like it could be like a part of a blankety type.
Nice.
Cloak thing.
Okay, so that is there. Let's nip back to chest and see what we can do in terms of something poncho-esque. That's that sort of thing. That's not quite what we're after. Again, I'll just cycle through these. Do tell me if you wish me to stop. I love that we have the option of the open bathrobe. I think Cato would probably end up in that at some point. I think.
Oh, totally.
Rifling through some poor person's.
There's definitely been some point where on an adventure they've stayed at like a nice swanky hotel or something.
Yeah. Fully utilised that complimentary bathrobe.
Yeah. I mean, Cato's been a halfling. He's a wolf, but he's been a halfling for, 10, 15 years at this point, I think. So he knows what clothes are all about. He gets the point off them.
Okay. That's more of a... What is that? A vest and tie. Okay.
Is that like,
Struggling. Sorry.
well, no, just that one. It was. I guess it's because on the legs you still had the rope tied, but with the like waistcoat and buttons and stuff, it looked like a Flintstones outfit.
Not quite what we're going for today, but we can always. Lab coat. I think we might struggle to find something that's poncho-esque. I get where we're trying to go. We can include stuff like capes, though.
Yeah.
Later. So if we wanted to go for like the armor underneath and then try and get a sort of big or like a tatty cape, maybe.
Yeah.
We could do that. Okay, so let's have a little look for specifically leather. What's that? It's reinforced. Druid chest piece. I'm sure there's studded armor. There we go. That's a specific studded armor.
Yeah, I'll do.
Cool. All right. Let's head on over. There we go. Is there anything around the neck? Just out of interest.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Okay. Would Cato wear gloves?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay. Fine by me. And in terms of what's on the lower half?
The lower half of studded leather armor.
Got you. Yes. Okay. Let's just type that in and see where that is. There you go. That is the matching set to the top, but you can choose any of them if you have any preference. If you're not feeling those, you can include anything on the lower half.
I'm not feeling the kind of like wings of those.
Okay. Let's see what we've got then that's leathery but not too flary, we'll say. Tailored slacks. Army pants. I love the with halflings. Sorry.
No, on you go.
I was going to say, with halflings specifically, if there's ever a drop crotch, because halflings are so short, it's really emphasised and it makes me laugh every time. Sorry, you were going to say something.
Well, the drop crotch one, I think maybe kind of worked a bit.
Cool. I quite like the patch on the knee.
Yeah, I think it's the like freedom of movement. He scrambles around a lot. I think that kind of works.
What is Cato's movement like? Does Cato move on 2 legs or on 4?
He moves primarily on 2 legs, but like I said, he's quite a climber, and so there's an element of sort of, I guess, unlike undisciplined parkour, where it's quite messy and frantic.
Yeah, nice.
But he can get where he needs to go.
Amazing. All right, we will get onto that cape in just a sec, but while we're here, let's have a look about feet. In terms of the trousers, I think there are some more that are drop crotchy, but if you're happy with those, we'll stay with them.
Yeah.
It's up to you, G. I don't mind. You do whatever you like.
No, they're good.
Cool. All right. Again, so shoes. Are shoes a thing?
He does not wear shoes, I think.
Amazing. I love that. Cool. I dread to think about what the soles of his feet are like. But cool.
Well, you know, like a lot of halflings don't wear shoes, I think.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Even though he kind of like the sort of bare feet on the ground tactileness, there's something about that from Wolf days that
Probably
he just doesn't like shoes or gloves. I think that.
I can imagine, like, for climbing as well, that's probably quite helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are the cape options. So we've got tattered, very tattered, super long, and we get the shorter ones as well.
I think it'd be something more like that, yeah.
Like the one I'm on?
The short tattered one. Is that a short, very tattered one as well? Below that? Or like below and to the left?
That one. That one's more tenderly, but if it suits, we'll go with it.
Maybe.
Okay. So
Can
we
I
were
run to
looking.
the front a second?
This one.
No, I think the kind of short, raggedy one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the front there, and I will just spin that round slowly for you so you can see.
Yeah, that was cool.
Nice. It gives it a really nice silhouette, actually. I love that smile. We will change that shortly, don't worry. Items. What is Cato holding?
So his main weapons are he's got a scimitar and a short sword, and he's got hand crossbows. Cool.
Okay. So for the crossbow, we can, for example, do that if you like. There is a sort of standard crossbow.
Yeah.
It's kind of huge. I like it.
Yes.
But considering it's a hand crossbow, we can include that on the hand unless Cato tends to use the more melee weapons instead.
I think he does.
Okay.
And I think it's a shame you can't. There's not a scale for the size of those, is there?
Not that I'm aware of. We can have a look later, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't currently.
No, I don't think so.
We can include it on the side though, but we are getting a bit big. We can adjust the angle. So.
Yeah, no. I think like he'd have ones that are built for halfling size, so they'd be pretty mini. So I think it'd be better just to leave them. If he's holding a couple of swords, that would be cool.
Got you. Okay, let's have a look. So scimitar, that was one, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a scimitar and a short sword.
Okay. Oh, let's just come out with that. Okay. So, that's on the side. 1 second, bear with, sorry. Scimitar. I was on the side just seeing what would happen. So we can include a pose with that if you wish, unless you'd like it just with one hand.
I was going to say, he'd have a scimitar in one hand and some short sword in the other.
Okay.
Can we go with the one below that though? Yeah.
We can, absolutely, yeah. Nice. Yeah, so
again, it's a bit giant, but yes.
Hey, if in doubt, make it big. Short sword.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. I quite like how chunky that is. That's quite cool. You do have the option for spell effects on either, so you can wreath it in flames if you wish, make it tenderly, ice, that sort of thing.
Give it a wing. Wow.
I mean,
is there like a thorny, viney type one?
Let's see. It's mainly flames, magic effects, and lightning, but I feel like you'd be able to have a spell in your hand that would have the thorny vibe, but that would mean you'd have to put down one of the swords.
Yeah. No, I think the lightning on the short sword.
Okay.
Because we can colour that and make it look more like plant tenderly type.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Awesome. I love how excited he looks already. Right, let's just put John over to the side. Any items to Cato's side that he'd use quickly?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just the crossbows which are a bit enormous. So
yeah, I mean the only other option would be if we could put the crossbow on his back, but that might just sort of knock into the cape a little bit.
Yeah.
On the subject of having anything on his back, will there be a backpack or anything?
No, I don't think so. I guess he maybe has some. Yeah, I guess he's probably got pouches and stuff around his belt, but I'm not that fussed about that.
Okay, all right. Like I say, we can put stuff in a little later if you want. We do have the option for pouches. There's quite a few now. They've put loads in. What I'll do, I'll just show you what it looks like, just so you can see. It just adds a little bit extra to the model.
Yeah,
but,
that's cool.
We'll keep it there for now. Anything on the eyes?
No.
Okay.
Nope, he's good for that.
Any thoughts on cigars or gas masks?
No, he does not have a gas mask. No, he's cool for all the facial stuff as well.
Okay, cool. And in terms of stuff on the hands, like rings or piercings?
He does have a ring.
Cool.
He's got a magical ring on, I don't know, one of the fingers on his right hand.
On the right, okay. So that's the right hand. So that is the right hand there. We've got 3 options of rings. We've got that one there. We've got the diamond ring, or we've got the wedding band, which is your plain sort of.
Yeah, I think it would just be a plain thing.
Cool. Okay. Is that finger okay for you in terms of placement? Amazing. Beautiful. Right. Let's sort out his face. Let's budge on over to face. Have you any thoughts on a sort of expression?
I quite liked what that was, the kind of excited smile.
That's like, I will do my best for you.
Yeah.
Just say if you want to.
For me, it's very much a kind of, I can hear things now. Yes.
Yes. I will do my job. Okay, there you go. It is done. Hooray. Cool. There are loads of different ways we could make this. Can make it look cocky. We could make it aggressive, or confused. But if you're happy with how this is going, I'll just budge that smile up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, showing off those pearly whites. The eyes, I'm going to leave those where they are. We can change those later. It's difficult to see when we've not got people on.
Yes.
So we'll have a look at that later if we need to. Okay, so pose. We have loads of standard ones that come with this. They recently included like kneeling down ones.
Oh yeah.
That sort of thing. We can later go into advanced to really fine tune any of these. So I will just nip through a few. Any sort of thoughts on physicality? Because that's quite a combat thing if Cato's got both of those weapons out.
Yeah.
Is it going to be quite a confident on guard pose? Or...
I think it's maybe a kind of like battle ready pose.
Okay.
Kind of like that. So the sort of body position of the body is good.
Cool. We can move the arms.
I think the arms would be further more open.
Okay, let's have a look and see what we can do. So on Hereford, you can fine-tune the movement with the axes that come up. What I will do though is just I'll come off that. I'll try and open the elbow slightly without making it look too weird. I might just drop that down slightly as well. You get to see all the concentration on my face as I'm doing this. I'll just budge over to this one here. We want it a bit more open, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd see the left upper arm is. Oh yeah, because that's where the elbow control is.
I think that can go further down or up.
Yeah, about there.
Okay. We can sort the wrist out as well to have it more upright.
Yeah, so I think from the arm positions are good, but I think the swords will be pointing sort of up.
Understood. Oh, that's the wrong one. You can press Ctrl Z on Hero Forge, which is quite good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, let's just turn. Do you want the blade rotating there?
Yeah, I think so. The scimitar would spin like 90 degrees ish to there. Can it go clockwise from there? Yeah.
Just say when you would like me to stop.
Keep going. Stop there.
There?
Oh no, back a bit. Oh, not too much actually. Yeah, just there.
Okay. Yeah. And in terms of the other sword on the other side, the short sword, placement-wise, are you happy with the angle?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
Well, if the other hand can like rotate so the sword is pointing more up. So.
If the sword pointing upwards. Okay.
Yes.
See if we can sort this out.
Yeah, even more, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. Cool. That's what I love about this, because you can get the basic shape down, but then you can really fine-tune exactly where you want your weapons and your cool stuff to be.
Yeah.
And you get to see the beautiful face. In terms of where Cato's looking, are you happy with Cato looking towards that side?
Yes, but I would be if his
mutton chops.
His chops weren't clipping through his hood.
Let's see if there's anything we could do to stop that. I think.
I mean, if you just turn the head, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to slightly clip through either way.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's not as prominent as it was before. Okay.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's where we are. Is there anything else pose-wise that you'd like me to just have a little play around with?
No, I think that's good. I like that.
All right, cool. Nice. Well, if we're happy with overall model and what the model looks like, we can budge on over to colour.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I will just put in a base layer for the skin and hair. Do you have any preference for that?
I think he'd have quite dark hair and I think he'd be quite it'd be dark hair, brown eyes, and I'd not imagined him as quite as pink as that. Is there?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can. What I'll do, I'll just put that in there, but then we can just budge on into this section here, and have a look at the skin. Skin to his face. So, yeah, we're kind of on medium deep 5 at the moment. We can change this out to one of these. That's very, very, very pale.
Oh yeah.
Medium light 5, I think, is less pink.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe just leave it where it was, actually.
Okay. As in,
yeah, actually, no. I think the eyes would be darker, but other than that,
yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll sort out eyes in just a second. Let me budge on over to paints. So in terms of eyes, we do have a canine option, just so you know, or like the sort of dilated pupils, if you're going along those lines. We do have loads of options here. Bovine, feline, draconic. Those are your canine browns, just so you know. That looks kind of creepy. Or the brown sort of contracted pupil.
Yeah. So hang on, there's a contracted and a dilated. Yes. I think it's just the normal pupils.
The normal pupils are what we had before.
Right.
Which are those?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So in terms of hair, is that a bit dark? Pieces that you see here?
No, I think that's a good colour for the hair the bits of hair we can actually see.
Okay. Right, in that case, let's move over to fabrics. The hood and the cape. What kind of colour are you thinking?
It would be a pretty dark grey, I think.
Dark grey, okay. Let's have a look. We'll go to cloth. We can always use a different type of one of the textures or the different paints up here. So that's light grey. Let's see what they've got that's darker. Charcoal. That's a darker grey there. Or we then verge into black. But in terms of fabric, that's the darkest sort of grey that we can get there. If that's not dark enough, we can have a look at, let's say, paint. No. That's quite light there. Maybe not paint, that's fine. That's quite plasticky. I'm just thinking, if there's any other type of thing that we could use.
I quite like that. It's kind of lighter on the underside or something.
Yeah, you can change the underside colour.
Right, okay, that's fine.
So if you wanted a different colour on the underside, you could.
So there was sort of just black cloth, I think you selected at one point.
Okay. That's the black cloth.
Right, yeah.
Do you want the same on the underside of that as well, G?
Yes, I think so.
Same again. Okay, cool. And this sort of colour, will that be echoed anywhere else, like the trousers?
Yeah, so for that's what most of his leather is, and then bits of it would be, I guess, a lighter grey, maybe.
Got you. Okay. So when you say most of his leather, is that going to be like this section here and this section here?
Yeah.
Again, we can switch these out later if you want. And the same for the trousers?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Any other section that hasn't been coloured that colour yet that you would prefer to be that colour?
So the shoulder pieces, do they have like two different colours to them?
Yeah, they do. So yeah, there's quite a few going on there.
So I think the main kind of bit over the shoulder would be black. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bits under. Sorry, I'm pointing at my monitor. That's no use.
It's alright.
The studded bits sort of just on his, those.
That bit?
Black. Yeah.
And that bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And probably his pouch as well, actually.
Got you. Okay. And then we can sort that out a different colour later if you like. Unless you want it all the same.
So yes, that bit would be black as well.
Got you.
No, not the clasp, but the line on the
Got you. All right. Okay, so in terms of the details, what were you thinking there? So
I think do more of a sort of silvery, metallic-y, a bit reflective, but also dirty.
Okay. We actually have an option for that. I just need to remember which one it is.
Or like tarnished, kind of.
Yeah. The grey that never comes. Let's see what that looks like. That's quite brushed bronze. Antique brushed copper. That's got more of a green to it though. But if
that might work actually.
That's fine. So where will that be going? In all of these little sections here?
Yeah.
Okay, including these. I can never remember what that's called on the shoulder underneath the.
Yeah, I don't know either, but yeah, I think so.
Including this bit here.
Yep, all of it.
All right.
Everything that's not his weapons, basically.
Okay. That's kind of like the elastic of his pants. Do you want the elastic of his pants that colour?
That should maybe be black, actually.
Okay, we'll go back to that in a sec.
Yeah.
So we've got some buttons here. Same again for these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know you did say all of the other bits, but I just want to absolutely make sure.
I guess there's that back bit, actually. She should probably be black as well.
Which bit, sorry?
The bit on his back.
This bit here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's sections to it. Okay.
Do you want any of these parts? The current colour?
Yeah, I think they'd be metal as well.
All right, cool. Same for the straps though, or do you want like a leather for that?
No, I'll go for a metal strap.
Nice. Love a metal strap. Let's see, is that bit there?
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, so we wanted to return to black for that section there. I'm going to try something that I've not done before. I'm just going to see if this works. And it does. Oh, that's fun. The cuffs of his little trousers, do you want those?
Black as well.
Awesome. And this bit here.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a random bit? No, it's not. Okay. So, unless I've missed anything, please tell me if I have. I believe that is the outfit coloured in.
Yeah.
Again, concentrating a lot. Awesome. So, that is the outfit. Let's have a look at weapons. Do you want to do weapons first, then the spell effect? Or do you want to do the spell effect, then the weapon?
Let's do the weapons first, I think.
Cool. Nip on over to paints. So, what sort of silver, I'm guessing, or what kind of colour are you after?
What are they called? I think the ones I've got on my character sheet. They are the scimitar and short sword are both moon touched weapons, so they glow a bit and give off a bit of light. So yeah, I'm imagining a sort of yellowish kind of moonlight type glow. Can you make swords out of moonlight in this?
I mean, yeah, sure. We'll see what we can do. I'm just thinking, can we go for something like a gem and then mess about with the... oh, that's quite green. Mess about with the type of colour that we've got there. Or perhaps we've got like bright flame. That's quite glowy.
What's the one that's like 2 to the right of that?
This one here?
The lightning one.
Again, we can.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a bit saturated, but it's the right kind of vibe.
Yeah. So we can mess about with lightings as well after, really sort of get into how that reflects off the clothing as well.
All right, okay.
But in terms of that, we can, I believe, we can dull that out.
Oh, yeah.
If you want.
Can you make it kind of so, like, drag it along the top of that square?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say when?
Yeah, somewhere about there, I think.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to press on that, see what it does. You can get really specific with this. So that was the mids. The highs you can mess around with and get a bit of definition on the sides.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good there, actually, I think.
Okay.
Just a little bit more defined.
The lows, let's see what happens there. That's around the bottom. You see, that's there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like that when it's dark at bottom. That's nice.
Cool. Okay. Same again for the other one, or do you want something different?
No, I think the other one would be the same.
Beautiful. I'm inquisitive now. I want to know what all of these sliders do, so I'm just going to have a mess around very quickly to see what happens when I press stuff. Okay, cool. You can increase or decrease the opacity of it, so if you want them not as bright, you can have that if you wish. Unless you want them super bright, which is totally fine. And you can change the glow from within. Good to know. That's something that we could spend hours on, I'm sure. But for now, are you happy with how they look?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So that is the blade. In terms of the pommels, I'm going to assume that's the right word to use.
I think so.
Any thoughts?
Kind of quite basic and straightforward, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just sort of metal with maybe like a leather grip or something.
Okay. Just go for sort of standard there. Again, you can have those different colours. I'm just putting those ones in for the minute. A sort of standard metal. Look at pewter, see what pewter looks like. It's quite bright. Do you want it darker than that?
No, I think that works.
Okay. I like that you can really drill into the detail there. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that bit's coloured there. If you wanted that central section a different colour, you could do same with the little the boot
I
on
like
the pommel.
I like the pewter like effect in there.
Okay.
that works.
And
well.
same for there as well, with the sort of darker edges.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there a little bit there that we've not done? No, that's fine. All right, so those are the weapons. They look pretty boss, actually. I like those. We've still got a couple of details left to do. So we've got a clasp there. We've got a ring.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's everything. We can, of course, put stuff on the base as well.
I think the clasp on his pouch would again just be the same, that coppery colour from all the rest of his armour.
Got you. Let's just pick that one out, which I realised I could do the other day. That's there.
His ring would be more of a brass kind of thing.
More of a brass, okay. That's antique brass. Is that the sort of thing you're after, or do you want it lighter, darker?
Maybe a bit more orangey than that.
Okay. Shall we go into our fun little mix tool and see if we can amend it there?
Yeah.
A bit more orangey. Oh, no, that's skin. We don't want to amend that. I'll just Control Z that. Let's find it's antique brass, I believe. That didn't seem to change. That was
no.
There you go. It's the highs that we need to change there. So we can go super orange if you like.
Orange is maybe the wrong word, actually. More yellowy, more towards yellow. Like more like trumpet kind of.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't want to verge into green, but yeah, okay, that's more.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that is the ring. Look at his happy face.
Just because of where your brush ended up, I thought you'd given him brass teeth for a second. It was like...
Listen, it's an option, G. We can include that.
I mean, once he's been around for longer and eaten more rubbish, then yeah, he will need his teeth replaced, no doubt. But
oh, bless him. Right, so I think the last thing for us to look at is this effect here. As you'll see, we can put anything on here. It doesn't have to be like a specific spell colour. And we have the bottom half and the top half as well.
Cool. So I think it would be, so it's a sort of thorny, planty thing. So I think it would be going from brown to green. So the top half would be green, I think.
Got you. Let's go with as green as we can get with plant.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we do have options like that to make it more of a magical green, unless you want it kind of organic like that instead.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can have it a little lighter if you prefer.
Yeah, let's go with the lighter one.
Okay, and we're kind of after a brown underneath, did you say, here?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that too sort of pale for you? Do you want that a bit darker?
No, I don't. No, I think that's good.
Okay.
I like that.
So, we've got a couple of things that we still need to do. If you want, obviously. On the base, you can have items. As you see, there are many to choose from. Have you any considerations or thoughts for what could be on the base? You don't have to have anything, but obviously...
Yeah, I don't particularly. I'm sure I could find things that would be interesting to put on there.
Mimic chest. This guy keeps cropping up every time, and I love him. But obviously...
I mean, that's awesome.
A little casual till, if in doubt. Please shout out if there's anything that you like the look of. You can get vines. That, is something that we can move those around as well. You see it's sort of brushing into his leg. You can move that. But if you're into it, we can have it. There's tentacles, leaves, all sorts of things.
Cool. I hadn't thought about it, and there's nothing particularly jumping out at me.
Fine. All right. Cool.
Well, I think can he have more like hobbity hairy feet?
Hobbity hairy feet. Good shout. Let's have a look and see what we can do. I'll budge to colour and I'll go to paints. And let's just go for some hair. I believe his hair is currently truffle black. Let's just see if we can maybe It's the texture that I'm after.
Mm.
Let's just zoom out at a distance and see what these sort of look like. Paprika red?
Or can we paint his feet in such a way that they just look really manky?
We can certainly give that a go, yeah. Let's see. Earth Spirit. Fleshy bits. Woodland. It's kind of green. These are sort of like bronze, brass, orcs and goblins.
Yeah.
Aquatic. Let's have a look at bone just in case. Bone sort of, you get it more matte, which is quite nice. Trying to think of ways we could do this.
There's
you can
nothing.
Make the souls quite dirty there if you want.
Oh yeah, dirty souls, definitely.
And it's quite yellow.
Yeah, I think maybe just if we go back to the normal skin color, but if his souls are darker, then that works.
Okay. There you go. It's like he's got mud between his toes.
Yeah. That's totally what I was after.
Amazing.
Nice.
All right. Okay, G, are you happy with how Cato's looking?
I am, yes. He looks very happy.
You know what? He is so amped and so excited right now. Bless him. Cool. Well, we have a fully formed Cato. G, thank you. Thank you, as always, for hanging out and having a natter and letting us know who Cato is and what Cato looks like. Just so everyone knows, we will be playing Halls of the Undermountain King from 17th of August until the 7th of September. You know where to find us on the socials, and we will see you soon. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.